and welcome back to Waterdeeps Gauntlet, in which last session the players here have decided to make a sort of plan now that the guards seem to have stationed them inside their own home without any rights of leaving while the investigation is undergoing from the explosion that had happened in Troll Skull Alley. In which case, realizing that they wish to take matters into their own hands, they recognize that they need to get the guards out of the way peacefully, which they thought that they would just simply cook them some food. Unbeknownst to many of the guards, the food was laced with sleeping varitives, which allowed them to be inebriated and fall driftily and clumsily asleep during duty, allowing them for the to sneak out and head to their destination of acquired relevance, that being the Ground Villa, in which they recognized that one of the enemies that they actually were going to seek out after their initial bombing of an area, that being, of course, the so-called thief and potential assassin that has now gotten the Stone of Galore. So, now invading the manor in and of itself, they saw some things were amiss once they entered inside. There have been corpses actually left behind. People have been murdered, but it wasn't by them. Something else was going down on the villa, and they seemed to be stumbling into it. Stealthily, you all moved through the entirety of the villa's half section. Recognizing that there are two thugs that remained in your way from exploring the rest of it, you decided to take a measure you deemed necessary. If these thugs were going to get in your way, these Zentarum villains in your eyes, then it's time to put them down. And thus, you all plan to assassinate, moving behind two of the thugs, one of which only one of you striked, but the other one had three people ready and standardly barging in upon them. The one thug went down quite quickly. The sudden surprise left him no room for even a breath before his own was taken. The other one, however, while dealt a decent chunk of a blow, did get up and is looking for a fight. All the while, the moment that the fight is now seemingly to begin, Ark makes his way inside finally, next to Aquaria. And already, Ark, you can kind of starting to hear a bit of a commotion coming from inside the villa, in multiple places. It seems chaos had ensued upon the villa itself. And this is where we all roll into initiative.
Oh shit.
We are waiting for... Okay. I'm now going to pilot you, Ark, as you are outside and moving in. And now we go to turn order. First up, Zoran.
Yeah. If it goes away, it goes away. I'll move around and I'm going to slash my scimitar.
Alright.
Yeah, probably the best choice right now. Nope, I missed. Unfortunate.
You attempt to slash out upon this man in a chair in the scimitar, and he actually seems to kick the chair up into your scimitar to avoid the seriousness of the blow. Wood splinters around the area as Achilles. For a split second, he seems kind of lost, looking at his dagger and the corpse now that is strewn above him, before he shakes his head, seemingly to pushing whatever thought he had in his mind away, and decided to intercede upon the next one. He is going to cast Chill Touch upon this man, which does indeed seem to miss. Seems whatever distraction entered his head has now distracted him further. He's going to take a step back. Lindsay.
She has forks. A distance to whip one at this man. Great. But get him like a couple feet so I can get within range. So just aim for the head on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just a standard roll.
What are you attempting to attack with?
A knife. Not a knife, sorry, her fork.
You have a fork thing in your thing. You could just click.
I keep forgetting that's a thing. I don't know why, sorry.
You're good. You have to get close enough to use your fork.
No, she's whipping one of the small ones.
Oh, you're just chucking it.
Yeah.
Okay, it would still be. What would be the range of the fork? Okay, there we go. It would be similar to that then. Yeah, you could just use the same roll.
8.
8. Actually, no, it would be a 7. You attempt to throw the fork. The thug immediately ducks as it begins to thud against the wooden floor. The noise being made from the amount of force and pressure.
Shit. That's my turn.
You throw a fork at me after skewing my partner.
What, are you offended? Shall I use a knife instead?
Alright. That your turn?
But that's my turn, yes.
Okay. Arc. I'm assuming you're wanting to move into the villa.
I'm gonna try and follow the sounds of the chaos to try and locate my allies to try and join them.
Okay. You see the closest thing would be the front door. So I'm going to go ahead and have you dash to it.
Unless there's an enemy within my line of sight, that's all I can do.
Okay. We're just going to do the same as... If I'm correct, did y'all actually barricade the door as well?
Yeah, that was what Hannah was doing. I have a little red circle on the door, just showing a little tie she was trying to do, or that would be
Hannah,
there.
you hear the noise of somebody attempting to turn the knob but not being able to push through the door.
Hannah, is she able to react to it with her words?
Yeah, you can use your reaction to, like, comment or reply.
She'd be like, "Who's there?"
Ark, would you like to reply with a bonus action? Or
Give me 1 second, please.
Mhm. I am just gonna have a query at this point. Use her reaction to just kind of say, "Let me in."
Yeah, Ark will use his reaction to say, Anna, got the party started a little early, eh?
Wait, what did you say?
Got the
Yeah, you're
party
breaking up a
started a
lot.
little early.
Yeah, you are breaking up a lot. More than usual.
You fell in
I
a hole,
think Hannah.
guys.
I know either way, Hannah would be like, "Oh, 1 second," and you'd hear like the rustling as she's like undoing it.
Mhm.
So they'll be able to walk through.
Okay. I'd say as their turn ends, you can use your bonus action to simply unravel it, and they'd be able to get their way through.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna move it since I know that you could probably re-ravel it if you choose to.
Mhm. That's if she thinks it's necessary.
Okay.
She's probably just holding on to that.
Alright.
I mean, she's
It's
been holding
open up.
on to it for silly bullshit like that anyway, so a little bit of rag.
Hmm. With that being the case, then, it is ready for whenever his next turn comes for movement.
All right.
It's your turn, Hannah.
Woo. What's my girl gonna do? So she used her bonus to unravel the door knob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no problem. I think she's probably going to. I might have her move here. Some of her movement stuff. Oh, is everyone breaking up?
Yeah, no, I
Is the voice
think,
stuff really
like,
bad?
I think it's all of us. I think it might be Discord, but
It's a Discord thing, I'm pretty sure, because all of us are having distortion.
Do we want to try moving to one of the other VCs?
we can try. Let's go down
We could just go
to...
to D&D chat, maybe.
Yeah, let's try
Just
that.
quickly see if it fixes it.
Testing. Someone say a long conversation.
Testing. I'm
Testing,
talking
testing.
about so much really cool stuff right now to see if they're the
Okay.
wobbly.
It
We're
seems to be working
waiting
now.
for fix, actually.
Hell yeah.
Like-
Yeah,
like
sometimes
check-
that's yeah.
I was getting
Like check 1, 2,
200
like check 1, 2.
Yep, we hear you.
Yeah, no, it
right.
works.
Okay, cool.
Roger
Yeah.
that, rubber ducky.
Yeah,
Right.
Ark would have just yelled through the door, Anna, got the party started a little early.
Yeah.
Didn't wait for me.
Yeah. I think her response would be the same. It's like, oh yeah, 1 second. And she would have done that. Okay, no problem. I'm trying to find my spell list, sorry. I know she's probably seeing the stuff over here. How far away is that? Because her magic and spells.
Let's me
Oh,
check.
okay, it's 30 feet.
Yeah, so
No problem. So she just moved a little bit to the side after unraveling the door, and she's probably just going to do Toll of the Dead on this man, because that's 60 feet range.
Again, he's getting hit with it.
God.
He needs to make a wisdom save. Give me a thug. 19.
19, yeah. He still gets, I think it's a different one, which is this.
I think it's save or suck.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
He seems to kind of hold into his head, but feeling the same sort of presence that he did the first time he got hit, he tries to overwhelm it and overcome it, which he does succeed in actually maintaining a sense of concentration. Kind of glaring at you now, Hannah, thinking like, "Is that fucking you? What the hell's you doing?"
Yeah, you'd see Hannah with this like weird kind of death glare, probably because she was concentrating and lost the throw basically. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, what is it? I'm looking at the thing. Target must succeed wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic. If target missing any of hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage. Is
Yeah,
that how it is?
basically, if they fail the save, like the first time you use it, and if they have no hit points lost, then it is 1d8. But if they actually have gotten damaged at all, then it would return into a 1d12.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. That's my go. I think.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
The thug kind of shakes off and he looks over at Lindsay and he's like, I prefer maces, as he immediately turns to Zoran swinging. 18?
Oh, that hits.
You take 8, not 8. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of immediately smacks the edged part of his mace against at your shoulder, I believe.
Yeah, still up. That's good.
And he does not choose to move, recognizing what happens if he does. He's going to just glare and hold his position. Let's see here. Yep. Tires.
All right. I'm gonna strike for the same spot as before. And I'll roll my. Oh Jesus! And I'll roll my
Oh, Jesus.
damage on that. That's 3 slashing plus a d6. 5 total damage.
Immediately, you cut out with the sickle again, right when the man swings his mace, cutting kind of at his underside, which causes a recoil out of sheer pain as he kind of holds at his side. Fucking. Y'all just don't give up.
And oh, 1 second. I'm just looking at something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, yeah, never mind. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Zoran, back to you.
I shall do another slash with my sickle, as I want to save my spell slots for now.
Okay.
11.
11 does not hit.
Don't worry, I'm getting the bad rolls out now.
It missed by 1 to consolation.
Getting them out now. Don't worry. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Hilius, Ed still in the game now, is looking at the situation. See that he still has a little bit of go in him. He's gonna start clapping his hands together. You practiced for this. Y'all trained for days. You got this, you got this. As he kind of like, as he begins to like part his hands, a sphere of almost chaotic proportions, lightning crackling between the hands towards the sphere, which seemed to be of a more purplish hue, begins to form before he suddenly casts and reforms it into something else as he attempts to chaos bolt this man.
Ooh.
So I'm now going to roll for a 1d8 on the type
Oh
of
God.
damage. So here we go. 3. He now takes fire damage as the sudden sphere of what seems to be electrical proportions reshifts into that of a miniature sphere of flame that immediately clashes with this man. And he will take... he casted this at first level. 14 points of...
Jesus
What the
Christ!
fuck?
It's a great spell.
So you see this almost like flaming sphere immediately cast out and erupt against this man's chest. He staggers back for a split second as he now becomes mortal, a sense of drawn panic coming from the sudden outburst of flame that starts to catch at his cloths. Achilles kind of blinks. Oh shit. Is he kind of like has to reinstate, oh shit, I just did that. Lindsay.
Fuck else am I fighting? Man's dead? Or no, he's not dead. Okay, no, he's dying.
He's dying as he's kind of holding at his chest, and like there's literally like a charcoal like black smog across it from the amount of burns that he suddenly suffered.
I'm gonna take a little stride up to this man. Much like a slapping competition, she just winds
Mercy? He kind of uses his reaction to say.
up. Mercy? I don't know her. She just slaps the fuck out of this man from like a very wide angle.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Very lethal.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll your attack.
Talk
Are
about
you
yourself.
doing like
Use the fork of war!
doing just an open palm sort of strike, or
Open palm
It's
strike.
like, no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're slapping the shit out of this dude.
he's
I'm
slapping
doing
you,
like
roll
power
me
slap
a
type shit.
simple 1d20 and see if it hits.
Omni-Man who?
17 hits. You roll 1d4.
What's the baby powder in my hand? You about to piss slap, bitch.
You do exactly the amount of damage to kill this man. How do you kind of want to kill him? What's the effect here?
So her hat, the swing is wide. The swing is true. The swing is Lindsay. She carries it so fucking fast it carries wind along with it. And having an open palm going across the face and one middle finger going into his skull, she slaps the fuck out of this man, potentially sending him flying into the wall.
So, normally, a monumental amount of force like this would be coming from a barbarian. Normally, it would be a monk who would do it. Now, Lindsay decides to stroll up, and immediately, as she jumps, turn and move with, effectively what would be a punch, but a middle finger open palm strike, aimed as the finger immediately erects into the man's eye, as you then hear a cracking. The man falls immediately upon the floor, banging his head against the table along the way, as he seems to drop dead from the amount of impact suddenly delivered to him.
You don't insult my forks. That's what she said.
And it's at this point where I would definitely like to say, until y'all re-engage in combat, that we're out of turn order. But you do hear conflict and battle still going on upstairs. But there's still plenty to this floor left to look through.
Right. Next.
Arkham made it inside. When Arkham made it inside in time to see that attack from Lindsay,
I would give in to say you enter in just as you see the strike connect.
in that case, Ark's just going to kind of glance at that move. He's going to wince, but then he's going to look at Lindsay and say, "Still think I could take you when I saw more."
I didn't realize I was
probably,
muted. Tyrus is taking a half step back and vomiting.
Oh,
Go ahead, Hannah.
Hannah would start investigating the bodies.
Okay. You begin to
First, she's
investigate-
just looking at their clothes and then searching for like maybe one pocket in a hurry.
Looking through their clothes first, it's definitely of his Zentaran make. Mixture of like medium to light grade metals, heavy ones, but very few metals into their armor exterior. Many of it actually now kind of damaged. Overall, you see some worn maces, but weirdly enough, they did not seem to have anything upon them. It's likely the fact that they might have had the intention to ransack this place for its worth probably doing it so as a mission. And they didn't seem to carry gold for this mission.
Nothing on them. No notes, nothing. Just sent home, sellsword, clothing. Okay. She just like sit up
Scavengers.
again and just politely move the body a bit and dust her clothes off.
Scavengers take what they can from the surrounding area.
I'm gonna go look the man that's like.
I would be that minute. I need a minute.
Much of the same. Nothing on him.
Are you alright?
Well.
You kind of look back at Tyrus's reaction as well as Achilles, and both seemed in their own ways to be in shock, actually. Achilles just kind of staring at between the both of the corpses a little blankly for a minute. This sense of, like, at the very least, panic still across him, but at least he seems to be calm enough.
Ain't got shit.
I think Hannah to the side would just be giving him like a attentive kind of look, or like trying to be caring about it, making sure he's okay.
He seems to recognize y'all around now. It kind of it's like gives a nod. The smile that was once on his face, enthused by the fight to come, suddenly now coming to much more of a serious tone for him.
Ark will kind of walk over and notice the look on their face. Let me guess. This is the first time you've seen death.
Oh, really?
First time I've caused it.
Well, it's not going to be the last, I can tell you right now. Judging from the sounds I can hear around us, this is just getting started.
I hate to say it out loud, but you're gonna get used to it, but it's not gonna get any easier.
That aside, if you do need to take a moment, please do.
I agree.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Thanks. Right, we should probably make sure he's okay too. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You know him better. I'm going to check the noises.
He gives a nod.
And she'd like try and offer like a pat on the back or like a hand squeeze.
He smiles at it, moves into the room with Tyrus. Wow.
Thankfully, hit
Maybe.
didn't knock out the spell, so if we want to sneak, we can.
You saw that spell, you said?
I still have it active.
Hey. That's a lot easier.
Since I'm a little late to the party, I'll follow you guys.
Mm.
Thanks for that, by the way, leaving me left behind.
Sorry.
You still weren't feeling great. You saw the poison in your system.
To be honest, it wasn't a poison that... To be honest, it wasn't the poison from that arrow that was affecting me.
Well,
That's a story for later.
We weren't gonna bring
For
you
now-
out when you're ill, so...
For now, let's focus on the task.
Mm.
Lindsay, what are you doing?
She's... Me out of character, not knowing which way we came from because it's been a bit... Lindsay in character is just looking for me.
I assume we're going up this way.
Came from this room, and we're moving towards this way.
Thank you. Yes, whilst passing Ark, gives him a pat on the back, encouraging, follow.
Aquarius satisfied
follow.
with picking all the plates in the room. Pops down off the table.
Let's give Tyrus a second before we move on.
Tyrus, what are you doing?
Tyrus right now is very much squatted down. The weapon just kind of at his feet with his back towards the door, just kind of staring at the floor.
Yeah.
Heaving.
Bro just filled his guts.
Kind of enters into the room, gives a deep breath and a gentle smile as he kind of pats on your shoulder.
Hey. Give me a minute. I'll be in there in a moment. I just
I just need a minute.
I think we both need one. I don't want to leave you alone, so.
Take a moment, compose yourselves, catch up when you're ready.
I don't want us to split up all in here.
So you probably just take like a couple minutes for Tyrus to kind of regain his composure and brush it off, kind of regain his very, we'll say for the moment, very charismatic eye he's got. So just head back into the room, kind of pat his boy on the shoulder as he goes back.
Kilius gives a smile back as they kind of re-enter the room. Right, adventure.
Back to it
Next.
then.
Well, if it wants to sneak, we can. I just don't know how soon we're going to get into another fight.
Good point. I hear kind of all the fighting upstairs. We want to go there first, or want to check everything else out? What do we know?
We checked out a good amount down here. I think the only real place we have left is upstairs.
I mean, haven't checked that area. We haven't checked that area at all. We can go upstairs
Fair.
now if you want.
We might as well
I have a
finish up.
question. Where is the active fighting coming from?
It seems to be coming up from this upstairs area here, actually. Like right up the stairs.
Ooh, okay.
You hear the sounds of kind of metal clanging upon shields, swords and maces clattering, and the sound of armor moving.
Hannah seems to have a bit of a frown or like annoyed look on her face. I'd rather
Sorry, didn't mean to
go
cut
deal
that.
with the active conflict.
I agree.
The only thing I worry about is potential reinforcements coming up from behind us.
This would be Hannah grabbing the little bit of rope or rag from before, putting it on the door again.
So we should at least check these two rooms before we head up.
Alright, do what you got to do. I'll wait here. But only for so long.
Yeah, I'll wait with you. And
Okay.
I would like to re-enter stealth.
Make me a stealth check.
That's a 20.
Okay. If anyone else is following him. Kilius will. So he attempts to make a stealth check. That's a 30.
Range is large, so. And I shall first. Might as well check this door. Ooh.
Okay. We'll go ahead and open the door. Aww.
Quick pixie doodle.
Pixie Doodle.
There seems to be a door to your left, and let me get the description. Ah, there it is. This wooden panel kind of library seems to feature different tall bookshelves packed with tomes of some kind. Sliding wooden ladders mounted on rails allow easy access to the higher shelves. In one corner stands an iron lectern with a closed, locked, leather-bound tomb resting on it, and two padded chairs with a fine, large fireplace. It seems to be wolfskin draped over them for comfort.
move up just to see if there's like a title on this book.
This one, let me check here. It kind of looks to be that of a similar make to a spell book, of all things. It seems to have a symbol of it of some kind. Make me a history check.
Oh boy. I love history checks. 19.
It has the same symbol unlaced from the Grauhund families. That of a almost raven to lion-like shape, effectively. Kind of like a bird upon a lion.
Chimera.
And in which case, overall, that's the most you can make out of it.
What do you got over there, Zoran?
Before answering, going to check this door.
Okay. You open it up with the ring. Let me see here. It seems to open to that of a kind of a study. This door, the room actually appears. Oh, as you open it, the moment that you seem to try to step through it, the door closes upon you. Oh.
Should have expected that.
Maybe it's trapped. Or maybe it has an automated mechanism or something like that.
Might just be magical, given that there is a spell book on that table over there.
Maybe.
Seems to be a library with a spell book and a study. And he'll say the what the crest is and what family. So I
Ark
already
have any
forgot.
idea who? Would Ark have any idea who that family is?
Give me a history check.
Hang on. History check, please. 14.
Okay, ready.
14, you know that they are of a higher end noble make. You know that this is their villa, effectively. And that they are housed in a lot of the politics of Waterdeep.
We're just kind of making the face. Bloody politician.
And now I'd like to check this door.
Oh, okay. You move in and you check this door, and you find inside here a kind of den and trophy room, mixed with a kind of like a mounted wall ornaments of different makes. There seems to be a bearskin rug in there at some point. Uh, Two suits of armors upon an armor stand, and inside of it seems to be like right above the bed here. Seems to actually be above a resting table is a cage containing a hooded falcon. As it kind of blinks, staring at you.
Puts a finger to my lips.
Tilts its head.
Slowly closes the door.
Oh. You do notice as well that there seems to be another doorway leading that way.
Oh. Nah, we can do it later. It seems just to be a trophy room for the most part. There is another door, but I don't want to take too much time before heading upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I'm all ready to go then.
I'm gonna get in the back. As Achilles says, it kind of scoot.
I'll take the front since.
Alright. Set up your formation as to how you want it.
I'll go in the front and I'll keep stealth.
I'll put Ark in behind Zolrin with his bow ready for any sort of ranged attack.
I guess I'll try rolling for stealth, and I'll be near the front.
Okay. You have a +10 to that, so.
19.
What would I need to roll for a stealth? Just my stealth check?
Just the stealth.
Achievement, please. 19.
19. Okay. I'm assuming Lindsay and Tyrus would like to do the same.
For stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
That'd be a
21.
26. Tyrus? Bride?
You're muted if you are speaking.
The man is dead.
He is dead.
The man's been murdered today. I'm going to go ahead
God damn
today
it. He
and
just...
go ahead and start moving in, and we'll get into it.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and show me the formation in which y'all wish to like enter in on, and I'll go by formation.
I guess I'll be like behind Zolf.
Put me in behind Hannah.
Oh,
Please.
he moved, so he's here. You are muted, Pride.
I knew that. Totally knew that.
Yeah.
If Tyrus wishes to go and
Fuck
stealth
you
with
looking
the
at?
group, as you notice that they are walking very light-footed, was Tyrus like to stealth with them, or?
Try, I guess. Probably won't do it, but I'll fucking try.
Okay.
I'm happy to give you a +4 to that. Oh.
Hey, yo. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
He might need that +4.
Yeah, I'm plus
I'll
four.
try
on
it.
that.
Yeah, there you go. There's a 3 for you. You want it?
That's 10 at
You want
least.
that 3? So it's like it's a 10.
Sure, I'll take that 3. Fuck yeah.
Alright, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That'd be
That's
20.
20.
Okay, you all successfully begin to stealth. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot. Oh no.
Oh, the dragon? Oh, fuck.
Aquaria kind of looks at you all as you stealth, blinking, their eyes looking at you all. What?
I was just gonna kind of crouch down and say, "We're sneaking up on our prey. Get the ambush."
Kind of stares, thinking about it. But what if we just blast them?
She goes fucking bug-eyed for a minute.
Don't know who in here is friend from foe. Take a minute to identify your targets.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Poison with advantage? Oh boy, please. Okay. I'm just gonna have to roll this twice because I can't do with advantage on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12. Okay. They kind of give you a hard stare, but seem to relent for now. Kind of following the lead, they will attempt to make a stealth check. That's a 34. They seem to move towards the ground, and even their footsteps you cannot hear at any point near you. And we're going to go ahead and start moving y'all up then.
Aquarius, one with the shadows.
What does the sellsword symbol look like? Is it easy to see on the people? Because Hannah might try to
I
describe
think
it
we'll
to.
just be able to send you like a picture, actually.
Or before they go up, Hannah would probably point at the symbol if it's like on a brooch or something, or
Yeah, it seems it's
on
even
one
on
of
the
the dead
thugs,
people's
like,
things.
yeah, it seems to even be on the Let me copy, and I'll just put it in the D&D chat. This is the symbol that you send to see for the Zentarum.
Because Hannah probably points at whatever's on like one of the dead people's cloaks and be like, "That right there, you see that? Consider knocking them down."
Noted.
That's ironic, the iconography.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'm gonna move y'all up into a way that you can all get up there.
So I'm moving it forward a little bit to give you more room.
Mhm. Want to get the players there. And since now that y'all are all actually up here, there seems to, in the midst of this fight, you can hear somewhat two voices yelling at each other across the ways amongst it. If y'all would like to try to, like, perceive it at all, make me a perception check.
Absolutely.
To yank this map somewhere.
Yes, I
Good
would.
lord.
Here.
Perception.
Perception?
Strong suit. I
17.
think I can try.
19.
Pick up. 10.
Okay, 19, 17, 15. Not bad. Okay.
Oh.
So especially Hannah, Zoran, and Ark. You all hear this most of all. Lindsay, you are catching one side of it, not the other.
Hmm.
As you hear, especially for you, Ark, a familiar voice of the man that had shot you. You thought you could get rid of me oh so easily with that blast? You know, I know that you were a savvy bitch when you hired me, but I didn't think you'd try to blow me up too. Was this stone worth that much to you? The value of said stone cannot be relied upon in the Zentarim's hands. Whether or not you were fetching it for me is of no difference. Y'all were not enough of a make to capture that stone alone, and yet I had it on me. I was gonna deliver it. And you decided to blow me up? That ain't how this works, lady. But I think either way, you're gonna pay me what I'm owed, be it in flesh or be it in coin. And that's kind of what makes you're getting of the scenario so far. They seem to be in the midst of a hostile takeover between the Zentarims, as well as the house itself, as it seems a lot of this is a deal gone wrong.
Art recognizing one of those voices, his pupils would immediately reduce to slits, and a snarl would mark his face. Everyone would recognize that he is pissed off right now.
This
Is Hannah
room or
right
this
next
room?
here there? Oh god. Sorry, which way?
Which room are we hearing this?
If you're hearing the guy voice, you'd be able to hear it from down this way. If you're hearing the girl, it seems to be coming from this direction.
Okay, so that room down there then. Just trying to figure out which room it was coming from.
Art would point with one hand towards the male's voice. I recognize that one. Sebastian fuck me.
That one's dangerous.
They don't know the meaning of danger.
Almost got you killed.
This person here, which way are they facing? Oh, test?
TM?
Oh no, Tanner is dead.
Rip Tanner.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Ripping the bronies.
Get him back soon.
Oh, there he goes.
I should be better now. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, he seems to be facing forward, wielding that of a very heavy crossbow.
He's facing towards us then.
No, technically he's facing y'all's direction, correct?
Oh, he's
so
facing.
He's
Yeah,
facing
okay.
towards an enemy this way.
Oh, and that was the assassin. Okay, now I'm.
No. That's
No?
not the case. This guy right here, as you stated, yes, this one
Yes.
is facing this way, and he's wielding a heavy crossbow, firing into a group of people.
Okay.
You heard the
So
voice
he's
come down further.
Okay.
So you are seeing this fight currently taking place in the midst of it.
Then I would like to. Oh,
I will say this: while others may be able to see the pissed off look on Ark's face, Aquaria would feel the rage in his blood. It's not a feeling to be felt before.
Oh Jesus Christ! I just hovered my token over there.
Gonna.
So, who else have you made a deal with? Was it Xanathar? Or have you gotten the fucking Fighters Guild involved at you at all? Which one do you decide to throw your lot in? That's none of your business. In fact, I don't think your business is going to matter very much once you're dead. So, Zolra, again, keep in mind, y'all are stealthing. They have not noticed.
Yeah.
They're so focused on the path before you as these two different makes are clashing. Also, to better describe the current on makes of the setting, when you do enter the room, this is a lot of what you kind of see. A battle between the Zents and seemingly that of kind of like house guards, wielding the same emblem actually that you had encountered upon the book, Zoran. But however, you notice that as well, the floor is still strewn with bodies. This is nowhere near the amount of people that you like was probably at the beginning of the fight. You're stepping over probably at least 2 corpses every 10 steps. Or 10 feet. Bodies left and right have fallen upon this same floor. And there seem to be, again, different makes of corpses and weapons. At least like 6 guards from the household in terms of it, and maybe 2 Zentaran bodies.
Zola is going to hold up 4 fingers and point directly in front of them to let the others know.
They're so focused on they don't have the luxury of just paying attention to you at the moment because they don't even know you're there.
Mm-hmm. And Zola is going to get ready to cast something if the others want to attack.
Yep. Kind of might summon his spiritual weapon.
Okay.
DM, clarification request.
Okay.
If Ark uses his Hunter's Mark, I know it puts the mark on the individual. Does everybody see that, or does just Ark see that?
Just Ark.
Okay. Then in that case, as Ark sees Zulrin ready to cast, Ark is going to cast his Hunter's Mark on the nearest enemy,
Okay.
which is, I'm guessing, the one that's holding the heavy crossbow, currently not facing them.
He is the closest enemy that you can see, so yes, it will be the one that you mark. But put the mark on.
He's going to get marked.
Yeah, it's just got this terrifying scythe appear right next to
I
it.
just thought that.
Oh dear.
Lindsay equips her meanest face.
And you all begin to kind of make forward. I'm assuming you're all about to surprise attack from behind with this group.
Uh-huh.
Combat. I'm just want to put something else up here. Okay. I think I'm good.
Zola gives a thumbs up to the group.
Lindsay gives her thumbs up back, equipping her fork again.
And does that,
Are
this
we
make
fighting?
you could surprise attack again as Achilles is coming up the stairs now that he has room. So, hey guys, what's going on?
Holds up 4 fingers, thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Ark's just knocking an arrow and drawing his bow. I trained on the individual.
You may all make your attacks at your leisure at the target of your choosing. You all
I'm
get
going to do one right here in the center.
Anyone attacking
Hannah's
this one?
just going for the one that she can see easily. Which would be this one.
Ah, fair enough.
Oh, we could attack it together. Why not?
Lindsay was initially gonna do like a tackle stab.
Ooh. If Lindsay looks like she's going for a tackle, then Hannah would probably be going for that one then.
I think
Fine.
they communicated, so you get that one. I get this one.
You're going for like that pounce, and it's like, that's her. So
Yeah.
she'd have just aimed.
By all means, go on ahead. Make your rolls and attacks.
All 20s, right?
For you, Lindsay, it depends. You can either you could try to grapple him, or you could stab with the fork.
It's a tackle stab, so fork.
Okay, so roll me the fork.
Fork. Shit.
10. Understood. Everyone else, make your attacks. Just you show me what you want to.
With 13.
Oh, hang on. Combat. Longbow.
There it is.
Ooh, 25. But because this individual is also marked with his hunter's mark, that's an extra 1d6 worth of damage.
Okay. So, what is your weapon? Type?
Longbow.
Longbow. Okay. Understood.
Okay, so this one's being attacked. Which other ones are being attacked?
I'm attacking the one in the
Hannah's going
center.
to attack the fire one.
Lindsay's attacking this one.
With
I'm gonna go for this one then.
angry snap, crackling energy, eldritch blast.
So that's a 1d8 plus your hunter's mark.
Oh, also, hang on. Doesn't Aquaria give me a boost as well?
If you choose to use it,
Let
yeah.
that react.
Fuck it. Ark's pissed. Let's add that.
Alright, that's another 1d6 psychic damage.
1d6. Stand by.
I'm already rolling it. You got a 6. That's a 11 plus your hunter's mark. What's your hunter's mark again? 1d4 or
This-
1d6?
1d6. And I think it was a 1d6 and I rolled a 5.
Okay, you got a 5. So that is 16 damage to this guy. He's not happy.
Neither is Ark.
Oh, that's weird.
As I attack, I'm going to shift into my archer form as a bonus action. And I forgot I can do something, so I added something to my guiding bolt.
Oh my god, so
So that's 13. And I can do this. Another 8. And the guy in the middle. Which is what, 21, I think?
So,
Yes, 20.
I have a question.
go ahead.
Would I be able to do an attack with the spiritual weapon since I had it there, or not?
I mean, not right here, but you can use it just right here and have it attack then.
Yeah, attack this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's alright.
He just kind of starts spinning and it just kind of rushes at the man.
What's he attacking for that?
It should be in your like general attacks, spiritual weapon.
The stat thing.
Also, I'm just imagining like Tyro's just peeking around the corner, just sickling something.
Oh, 20 force 9.
20. Yeah, that's 9 force damage.
We'll throw a
And
little twirl into that one, Tanner.
I had an Eldritch Blast at 14 with a force of 2 on the other
Understood.
character.
Fair warning, by the way. Is that archer made with the same action or a bonus action?
It's a bonus action.
Surprise attacks can only have an action be used, because then turn order is rolled.
Then ignore the 8.
Yeah. Bonus actions can be used if it's like a setup thing, like Hunter's Mark, because they won't notice Hunter's Mark until damage is dealt.
Fair enough.
Like they can cast Spiritual Weapon because, well, obviously.
Yeah,
Spiritual
yeah.
Weapon still. Yeah.
That's fair.
Overall, though, as everyone attacked, Aquaria has not attacked. She's gonna bite this man. 15 will hit. And I believe that's everyone that is able to attack right now. So, this is the order of events that go down. As they're in the midst of the battle, sprawling and attempting to attack against each other, the man pulls back the crossbow to try to reload, when Lindsay immediately rushes up and attempts to stab him with a fork, unfortunately immediately taking into the heavy armor upon his middle side. He kind of blinks, looking at it, like, who the fuck? And the moment he says, who the fuck, an arrow is suddenly immediately launched into his shoulder, and an eruption of different sort of energies caused his blood to splurt out, splattering against Lindsay. All at the exact same time, Aquaria bites him upon the thigh, making him scream out in pain. The moment he screams out, this one guy right here, who's around the corner, like, tries to turn his head, immediately gets caught to the side with a sickle, dragged a little closer, as the immediate spinning scythe catches the man by surprise, cleaving across his chest. I will now calculate that damage upon him. Holy shit. There we go. God damn. Showing no mercy.
Damn
And
fucking straight.
2 of them are immediately more injured and bleeding, while the one in the middle is suddenly, while this chaos is happening, suddenly a streak of light immediately hits the one person who didn't turn around, pretty much across the shoulder and into the back, kind of making him stumble forward, as he's immediately caught by surprise.
And he's glowing until the next attack.
And with that, I believe turn order needs to be rolled again.
Shit.
Making up a lot for a lot of non-combat.
God.
So it begins.
At least it's just initiative and not an attack.
It's a bad omen, is what it is, Tanner. It's a bad omen.
You have a +7 to initiative, and you can never roll a good initiative.
How the hell do you get 9.15 initiative?
Because I've tiebreaker turned on.
I rolled a 21 on
I've
initiative.
opened something like that.
Kelly is goddamn.
Jesus fucking
Why are you
Christ.
so fast, brother? Alright, next up is Ark. Rolling for your initiative, and you're in. You got to sit.
I rolled a 21.
I have to roll your initiative when it comes to you not being here, because I have to actually click on your token. And won't put you in turn order unless I do. Achilles is first, but he can't really do anything because he can't really see anything. Ooh. Just gotta think for a minute. Hold on a second. He's going to cast upon himself. Actually, no, not upon himself. Let me think here. He already used Chaos Bolt. He looks around. He gives a nod. He gives a nod to himself. Yeah, no, he doesn't really have anything. He's going to hold his movement for when y'all move.
Hannah Torn.
Cool. Wait, what?
Hannah Turn.
Oh, it's my go. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a. Did I hit this one? I didn't know.
If you have any ranged, you can, yes.
No, I mean before, because I hit them.
Oh, you wanted to hit this one and not this guy?
I hit them with my
Spiritual weapon.
scythe, but I did Eldritch Blast.
Oh. Okay, I
It was
did not.
14 with Force 2. Did it hit?
Yeah, it would have hit, yeah. Hang on, let me do your... Could you... Let me find your Eldritch Blast damage. There it is. Yeah. No, it's 2 force damage. Okay. Then yes.
Yeah.
Also, you
I
realize
probably
the fact
keep
that you're
hitting
supposed to
them.
make 2 more, right?
Huh? I am?
Yeah, it's 3. I believe it's actually, hang on.
It's just one at this level.
Oh, it's just 1 at this level. Okay, never mind. My bad. Yeah, it's just 1
I
at this
think I
level.
have to be like 5th level.
It's
Okay.
level 5
I'm
for
still level
Joke.
3.
Yeah. My bad. My bad. That was my B.
Yeah, no
He
problem.
does indeed take 2
Uh,
force damage from that attack.
Okay, I'm gonna keep hitting him back. I'm gonna just hold dead again. Let's see if I can move
Okay.
it.
He is going to make a wisdom save and try to. He fails that wisdom save. 1d12.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 1d12 on here. 9.
9. He takes 9 damage.
And then the scythe's gonna keep hitting the other one. I think I have that here. That special weapon on. Did I click it right? Oh, am I lagging? Oh, there we
Go.
go.
There we go.
21 force 11 on the same guy.
He is mortal as he's immediately brought down almost to a knee as he's kind of wobbling from the second swipe of the scythe.
Cool, and I'll just move to this corner and that's my go.
Oh, I almost forgot to roll the thugs in. I'll roll them in now. 6. Perfect.
Oh, actually, can I move my scythe a little bit out of the way for the others?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just have it I'll just have it move maybe over into this corner instead. So it's not hitting this guy anymore after that. It's moving away.
Understood.
Give some people space. It'll swing at another unfortunate soul. There you go. That's my go.
Alright. So, Lindsay.
This man's is up and at him, right?
Yes.
And I'm currently on him, like
You're right next to him.
next to, as in like here, or
You are right next to him right now. Yes. The one you try to charge at, you are right next to him right now.
headbutt.
Roll me a 1d20.
It's just a tight space. You can't even draw a fork logically.
Well, you have a fork in your hand, but
Well, but that was a running stab. Not so much swing she could get correctly in this room.
I mean, well, considering if you do stabbing motions like a rapier, pretty good actually.
You think so? Well, that's a rapier, not a fork.
Yes, but a fork should be easier because it's smaller.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any reach like a rapier. It's a fork.
Yes, but you also have a longer fork because you made it
reach.
designed to be a combat fork.
Oh shit! I did forget. I indeed bought a longer fork. Crap. Never mind. I'm just gonna jab as hard as I can into this man. Longer fork.
Go ahead.
I got to roll fork this time. Yeah. Oh Jesus.
21 will hit for 3 piercing damage as you stab into this guy's shoulder. What the fuck you attacking me with cutlery, bitch?
Lindsay's face goes sour after being called a bitch. She's just angry. She's pushing the fork into him at this point.
Fucking kill her. Is that your turn?
Not much I can do else.
Zol.
Bonus action, activate my starry form for the archer. I'm going to attack the one from before with advantage from guiding bolts. Which is this one in the middle. Archer. For 11 radiant.
Okay. For which one?
The one that attacked before in the middle.
Okay. 11 radiant. He will indeed have that. He is now mortal.
I can probably finish off 2 of them with my action. My save is only 13, so. Fuck it. I'm going to Ice Knife here.
Pull up Ice Knife when you're doing it.
Yeah. I'm just so I can do the AoE. That's all I'm aiming for.
Okay. 5 feet. All right, understood. That'd be. They all had to make themselves dexterity save. So let's go ahead and do that then. That'd be 1, 2, 3.
Damn.
They all save. It is indeed looking to be save or suck.
Yeah. It was worth a shot.
It seems a lot of their
damage-
armaments, at the very least, are covering them from the cold.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. The thug's turn as. Got to see who they target. Yeah, 2 of them are gonna two of them are gonna turn on you, Lindsay. Actually, this one here and this one here, as they pull upon their maces. And this is the dangerous part because they have pack tactics, so they're gonna go against Lindsay with advantage. One swinging with the mace, and another swinging with the mace. As I believe an 18 and a 19 hits, Lindsay.
Yeah.
The first one clubs right across your jaw, Lindsay, with the mace, leaving a notable bloody dent. The second one immediately attempts to uppercut, moving upon your stomach, kind of batting like a baton. You take 11 damage. You are now bloody. This one here is going to, still utilizing pack tactics, attempt to attack this guard here. So that'd be 1, 6 bludgeoning damage, and 2, damn, 5 bludgeoning damage. So both of those two attack the same guard, trying to get these numbers down. This one is immediately moving towards Mortal. And at the end of the thugs' turn, the veterans go, as they begin to try to defiantly attack back at these assaulters. These armed and armored men now begin to try to press forward, now actually attacking multiple times, each of them. Their sense of superiority in terms of danger, immediately beginning to try to finish off these now weakened thugs. I'm going to attack 1, 2, goddamn. The one in the middle immediately gets decapitated. Well, actually, no, kind of like his throat slit from a longsword piercing through and into his neck, drawn back. The second strike immediately moves towards this one, finishing him off by stabbing through his waist-side. This one here is going to tend to press upon this one, swinging twice with a short sword. 1, 2.
Jesus.
Dealing 14 damage, he deals dangerously lethal wounds, striking upon his chest several times, even bending through the armor. He is wounded. This one here draws back a crossbow, attempting to shoot at this one in the back, but does indeed miss, and moves to reload. This one here steps over and stomps down upon the corpse. As he, looks up towards Lindsay, trying to gauge your intent in terms of being here.
Lindsay, while suffering the bludgeon damage, I would assume she wouldn't be able to respond as quickly, but she does recognize the movement as she only puts her hands up.
Seeing a hand gesture of hands up, he immediately moves back his motion towards this one. Seemingly trying to gauge, he's used his action already to repair one ally, so he cannot do anything else, but he is going to be holding in his stance. That is their turn. Arc.
That worked. Still alive?
2 of them are still alive and attempting to fight back.
Those ones, the ones that hunters.
The one with the hunter's mark is alive.
Okay, then Arc's just gonna draw his bow and shoot again at the one. Hang on.
Okay.
Longbow.
Longbow.
22 plus 2.
Yeah, you
22
know that
plus
hit.
2. That does 5 piercing.
But your hunter's
Hunter's mark does an extra d6, which is 1. But he's also going to use Aquaria's bonus as well for another d6.
You use another charge?
That's a 3.
That is a 3. That is enough to kill him. As you fire upon the arrow, it arches over Lindsay, immediately piercing into this guy's head. The sudden hunter's mark causes another wave of blood to explode onto the ceiling, and a frostiness seems to cover over his entire head, almost pretty much frostbiting him to death immediately.
And then to finish my turn, because I still have my bonus action, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shift the hunter's mark from the dead one to the remaining alive enemy.
And he is now marked.
And I believe that's all I can do for now.
Tyrus, your go. Alright, what you up to? What you doing?
Tyrus.
20 hits. As you immediately take out your light crossbow pinpoint aim and fire. This one sinks deep to his chest as he's slamming against the wall in surprise. He is barely alive. Turn over, okay. Achilles. Still not able to see shit. Looks around. Shrugs. Doesn't really know what to do, so he's gonna hold his action to, move. Hannah! Actually, no. Before Hannah goes, at the end of Achilles' turn, someone else does something. Understood. Okay, go Hannah.
Sketchy, you are muted if you're speaking.
Damn, Discord restarted my settings, so unmuting myself. Anyways,
Oh,
Toll
damn.
of the Dead on this one, I think. I'm just
Let's get him make a wisdom
Save.
save.
try saving my man.
6?
he
He
saved.
fails. No, he failed. This thing just
Damn.
automatically does advantage sometimes. It's a 6.
Oh, he did.
He
That's a
did.
D12 on
It
D12.
is a D12. As he's clambering against the wall, reeling from the arrow shot, he kind of slumps down against the wall back onto his ass. And he kind of looks over, trying to peer at the people that are now slaughtering him and his people. And all he sees suddenly coming out is the decay and taken over essence of mushrooms. He lets out a final breath. But now there's a sense of unease as the rest of these guards look over at y'all, still completely unsure as to who you are, why you're here, and they reform back into a stance.
I think Hannah would at least want to try and say something. That's all right.
Go on ahead.
Go for it.
She probably. Gosh, how would we word this? Damn. I guess she'd she'd probably want to say that she wants to help or she's here to help. I'm assuming I'm going to have to make a roll for this, of her being like, her basically saying that.
Let me. Oh. This would be if you're attempting to soothe them down at all. It would be a persuasion check to calm, like effectively assert yourself as not a threat.
Let me see. I think she'd be like, what a terrible thing to start off with. Like, I'm a healer.
Don't worry.
Make a persuasion check, because
Then
it's
if you need
a funny
healing-
way to heal people. See a man grown with mushrooms look at you.
16.
16? The one injured guard looking at his own condition, realizing how close to death he actually is, kind of looks a little more inviting to the idea. Y'all have other business to. She could tend to me. Fuck it. We have another fool still going out about. Go chase him. Leave them alone. As he kind of says, calling out. And they do seem to be at least more willing to at least go in with this idea, considering there's still one more person they have to get to. Let's see, that's your turn.
I want to just quickly see if I can use one of my healing abilities. There was one that I could have sworn wasn't an action, but something. Oh,
Healing
damn,
word.
that one's healing word's a bonus one, and it's range. Oh, I should probably leave that for later. Never mind.
Okay, understood. But it seems that you've convinced the guards at the very least to not hold any hostility.
I mean, at the
Lindsay.
very least, she could, with her bonus, just present one of the salves she has prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Damn, what she can do. She's not in battle currently, so she's just gonna lie there. Huff. Well, she still can.
Okay.
But she would feel the top of her head, and clearly something's broken.
Understood. Zol.
You said there was another one?
At least they've alluded to the fact that there could be someone else still in here.
He'll ask which direction using his bonus action.
They'll look between themselves, then at you. And they kind of just point towards this door.
And I would like to move over there. Can I hear anything?
You do hear the sounds of a scuffle coming past the doorways.
And I'll open it.
Leads to another doorway.
20.
I almost forgot to. There we go.
25. Open again.
You open again. And you indeed do find to be a injured man as he's held pretty much against the wall, or at least chair, holding his side, bleeding. A flying snake, actually. The one dead, two of them still moving around looking.
Oh. I don't know.
And by the way, since we're gonna go ahead and describe at least, this seems to be some sort of like suite of some kind. Uh, Most of the time seemed to have been, at the very least, at the time it seemed like it was set aside for somewhat of a worker, almost like a mover. But it seems that this lord attempted to barricade himself inside, clearly by the broken pieces of rubble strewn across the floor. Using heavy furniture, which have now been kind of broken down.
Uh, 10, 15, 20, 25. I only have 5 feet left. You said there were snakes?
Yes, there seems to be two flying snakes, kind of still searching this very room. And as kind of a reaction, the guy does, he disappeared!
Ooh, I know what I can do, actually. How big of an area is this? 20-foot cube. Switch over to square. I still don't think that's the right size. Is that the right size? 20-foot cube? It feels big.
Oh, clever, clever.
It worked last time.
It's true. And are you casting it now?
Is that the right size?
It's a 20-foot
Feels
cube,
big.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do
You've
it.
outlined, the snakes are outlined, and now a man is revealed to be outlined. Ah,
Save,
damn.
please.
You had to do it, as he has also once again prepared an action.
Ah, damn.
Shit.
Yeah. Let's hope this goes well.
Oh
15?
boy.
It meets a beats.
Okay. I will note, this one was not a poison arrow, actually. As he has not decided to load that one. So, that is just 4 piercing damage for this one.
Do that. It's fairy fire. Con. See if it's still up. It's still up.
It's still up.
Did
You don't know when to leave well enough alone, do ya? I try to let y'all live. I try to just get out. But you just get in my way.
I believe you have something of ours.
I don't have shit of yours. Why don't you ask the lady?
That's all I can do.
The thugs are dead, as now the guards seem to be rushing in. One's actually going to try to push you aside. Are you trying to contest it?
I'll let him. I'll let him.
Okay. As he kind of moves into the room. My lord, get out. They seem to be attempting to cover any passages of escape from him. Well, not this one. This one is kind of moving, huddling over here. This was the one I meant to drag. As he's kind of seemed to be waiting and kind of leaning against the wall, wishing to be healed as he kind of looks over at you. You said you were a healer, right? I could use help, please. And with that, that's the guard. They're going to hold their actions. Ark, you see a particular outline of a figure down the hall.
Did he make a save, by the way?
What's up?
Did he make a save for fairy fire?
Fair. Let me quickly get his save up.
He's probably going to pass.
If it's Dexter...
Oh, he failed.
He failed.
Oh.
He has a fucking plus... Oh, wait, no, wait. Hang on. It's a saving throw, isn't it?
Yeah.
That would have been with another +3 because he's proficient. That's a 14, then.
Damn, just barely.
Just fucking barely he passes. So, the flicker of... It was enough to break his invisibility, though. Thankfully. This trick actually would break invisibility, because it would have worked for a split second, but it would have faded.
Okay. Normally I have 30 feet of movement. I could rush for 60 feet, but that would consume my action or my bonus action.
That consumes action if you're
Yeah,
dashing.
Dashing doesn't take action.
Unless you have something to do with your ranger class that changes that.
I don't think I do.
know.
Damn.
I mean, you can get up to the doorway and see him. Probably.
Yeah, like the measurement to the door is 25 feet, and you're 5 feet in front of that, but there's a guard in front of you once you get there.
Okay, well, for my 30 feet, I'm gonna... Come on. move my guy here. Is he able to make sight of the guy?
Yeah, you see Erstal.
Cool. Bonus action. First, I'm going to transfer my hunter's mark that was over here onto him.
Okay. He now seems to be marked.
Now, do I have the space and ability to shoot around this guard?
If he is willing to move aside, yes.
Ark is going to notch an arrow, and he's just going to say, duck.
The guard blinks and does so.
Okay. Alright, longbow. 20. Does that hit?
It does hit.
So that's 6 piercing plus. Hang on, now I gotta find the. Plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. And is Aquaria. What's the range Aquaria has to be in for her boost?
I believe it's 30.
30 feet, yeah.
She's within how many
you have
charges?
charges for that, by the way.
How many charges do I have left?
Let me actually
I've used
check.
2.
You've used 2.
I think it's just using her reaction. I don't think it has charges.
I believe it did. Hang on.
I'm pulling it up.
Iconic gift. No,
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 that's not it.
That's straight companion.
Yeah, no. It's just reaction.
Huh, I guess that's just the Baldur's Gate version of it, too. Never mind.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate changed a lot of things.
Okay,
Nuh-uh.
and Aquaria is within 30 feet. So again, another 1d6 using her aid for an extra 2, so for a total of 9.
That's 9 damage to him. Kind of huffs out from the arrow notched into his shoulder, and then the immediate eruption of, like, the blood splat, and then the psychic damage conjured upon him. Okay, maybe you had a little bit more to your arrows too, huh? Okay.
Also, hold, hang on, because there's something else. It's something I keep forgetting to activate with Eyeful Remark. Eyeful Remark with the Terror's Eye. A weapon applied with Terror's Eye will have a 1 in 3 chance to frighten the creature you hit.
Roll me 1d3.
How do I do a
Slash
advanced
R
roller?
1d3.
Just have
Slash
to
R
period.
space
Slash
1d3.
R space 1d3.
Correct. Ooh, unfortunately not. It has to be a 3.
It's the other end.
Damn it. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Tyra says, you're kind of looking at the chaos of strewn. Achilles kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Come on. We're heroes too. Let's see what we're fucking made of, huh?
I'm quickly gonna
Now-
cast Healing Word. Lindsay.
Curiosity, this thing says it runs out of charges. How many charges of Eyeful Remark do I have per day?
1. Then you have to long rest.
So I've wasted it. Fudge.
So that's a total of 8 health points recovered, because I have a +4 modifier on my intelligence.
Not wrong. So that's how many points? +4?
Yep, 4 + 4.
Alright, so, Lindsay, you gain 8 hit points. HD.
And I think he's AFK.
Oh, understood.
Is my mic not?
I'll just.
Oh,
no,
there he
it
is.
was
I heard
work.
him.
What the fuck? Okay, there we go.
HD, Tyrus has healed you for 8 hit points.
Hey, thank you.
Your jaw kind of reallocates, and you feel the wound and pain upon it lessen.
Does the quote dent in my head like recover? Or?
Yes, it does.
All right, cool. She's no longer like loopy. But she does indeed take her head off just to like tend to it as much as she can.
As Achilles like, oh.
Relax.
Good news to it.
Relax.
They didn't realize she was a Doulahan.
Oh, also, Aquarius is gonna just move up with you at her turn.
They don't freak out the dragon, but they freak out at the girl taking off her head.
I mean, I'll step to the side so he can move up. I can do jack and shit. Everyone is in that corridor, so all of my area effect stuff will not do anything.
Oh, we're not freely moving, are we?
No, we're not. We're in the midst of combat. It's just Achilles has an action to where if an ally moves, he's gonna take his action. He held his action to move, basically.
Ah, okay.
I can't really do anything else, so I'm just gonna kind of end my turn there.
Achilles is kind of in the same boat, but he is going to hold a cantrip of Chill Touch for any enemy that he can see within the time. Ta-da!
Low. Is there space for her to move here, like in this way, to get around to the person that needs
Yes,
healing?
I believe the direct path you could take is technically this, and you could step over the corpses.
Okie dokie. Then she will start doing that. She's debating. I might just hang on. I'm just gonna do something here for myself. Don't mind. I'll just quickly see auto even. Okay. She's going to give the Shield of Faith to probably Zoran then.
Okay, Zoran, you suddenly feel protected.
Shield of Faith plus 2 AC for the duration. It's concentration up to 10 minutes. I'm just wondering if I'm able to also, because that's my bonus action. I would want to do Path to the Grave. It takes an action. Someone 30 feet in front of me. I've only moved so many. Smile. And
Okay.
I have direct look at the guy that everyone's angry at. Oh, I just need to take one more step forward. There we go. But he's already got the hunter's mark on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, but you are able to still attack at statuses.
Alright, so if it's okay, I would be using my one channel divinity of the day on him to also add Path to the Grave.
Oh, vulnerable.
I'll gladly take
Understood.
that. Going on.
Understood.
Next time you
So
are an ally,
she's taking a glance, she's slapping Zol with the plus 2 AC and giving him stacking Path to the Grave on the guy everyone's angry at. So
Out of pure
and then she'll be
curiosity,
taking the rest. Yeah.
how does your channel divinity visually appear?
Well, I imagine she already took out little pieces of paper or like things because she was probably humming something as she was walking over to add the shield to someone, and then she'd be doing the same thing, but slowly raising her hand to point at the guy, basically. Like a fucking Grim Reaper point. She's got his scythe right next to her too.
You can see the
Jesus fuck.
hair upon him begin to really stand up as even the room itself becomes to grow a little colder. Okay.
And she's still got movement, so she was over here, right? So let me just see how far. Okay, 20 feet. Walk over corpse. Yeah, I can go stand in front of that guy. Cool.
Okay.
That's the rest of my movement after I did that ominous point and weird him humming probably. And I've just got my scythe that can move 20 feet.
Gotta look
Where am I
up at you and just simply ask the looking around at you all, who are you people?
I'm a healer.
Yeah?
She's going to move her scythe to protect the injured person, so she'll have her scythe right next to her.
Okay.
I think, or like between, technically over here. That way she can protect these two a little bit more. That's kind of her intentions at the moment. Yeah.
Lindsay.
HD,
Yes.
your turn.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. Um, she still can't do anything logical. She'll just take a few steps back just to recover.
Okay.
But like, I
Zora.
think attacks are done on her case.
Mhm. I can move back here. Let me mark this down for Fairy Fire. I assume Arc would be in the way if I wanted to try to attack our assassin friend.
You see, if it was just Ark, I could make the argument, but there is 2 people in the way.
Yeah.
But the one is currently ducked down because I told him to.
Yes, but he could only duck for so long. The moment your arrow fired, he got back up. He's not gonna let himself be defenseless.
Can I see the Lord right here?
No. Well, no, actually, you can.
Oh, I didn't prepare. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had healing word. I didn't. Can I at least see the assassin?
No.
No.
There's still something you can do. I don't know if you see it yet.
May need a hint, DM.
Uh, a hint would be appreciated.
Stand there like an again.
Just because your attack won't hit now does not mean it won't hit some point during the battle.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was seeing if there's anything else I could potentially do. Because if I ready that action, if it doesn't go off, I'm pretty sure I lose it, correct?
If what?
If I were to hold a spell as a reaction, if the trigger doesn't come up, I'm pretty sure I just lose a spell slot.
You just release it anyways, yes.
Yeah, I'll ready guiding bolts.
Okay. Understood. Still is going to take his turn. And he is going to notch back an arrow and kind of like stare between the guard and Ark and just kind of smirk. Let's see which one of you gets it. Let's see who's going to duck first. And he's going to let loose in that direction. 9. The guard actually holds up a shield, notch an arrow. You son of a bitch. As he just kind of drops it and pulls out his short sword, moving up. He's going to take a swing. Another 9. Ah, son of a bitch. And that's going to be Urstel's turn. Arc. Actually, no. It would be the guard's turn now.
It would be. I was going to say the guards
He's
now
gonna
have to make that
step
move.
into the fucking room. And he is going to make a swing back at him. Let's see. There it is. Unlock sword.
Oh,
Damn, the long sword. The polarizing.
it happens way too often.
It does. It genuinely does, but it's still fun. That'd be 28.
Would
Okay.
that get rid of the curse? Because
It would deal double the damage, but it would.
dang.
I mean, it's still a nice chunk of change.
True. That is literally you helped him deal instead of I believe 13 damage. He now did 26 damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That is still a
Jesus.
lot of damage. The man is effectively almost mortal.
Oh, sweet.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
You see this effectively the immediately spray of blood, but when the blood does spill from the body, it immediately dries and decays into like ash, noticeably.
Oh.
Oh no.
The
Oh
fuck?
boy.
These other guards are going to simply hold their positions. Ark, your turn.
I'm just trying to decide. Okay. First, 10 feet. He's going to walk in. He's going to get right in this guy's face. I'm assuming these two feathered winged serpents are still here.
They are.
Hmm.
They seem to be rather passive at the moment.
All right. If they're passive, then Ark's just going to go ahead and draw his short sword and try and take this guy's fucking head off.
Swing. That hits.
20 plus 5. So that's 5 plus 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. So that's 9. And is Aquaria? Oh, Aquaria is more than within reach. Another d6 for Aquaria. 5, 15.
That is just enough to kill.
Just in chaos. I'm blessed.
How do you want to do this?
Ark's gonna draw his sword. He's gonna snarl at the guy's face and go, "Payback's a bitch," and slash, chopping this guy's head clean off of his shoulders.
You notice the moment like you go for a kill blow, a smirkish grin appears on his face. But he is decapitated nonetheless, the same grin rolling across the floor alongside his head. With that, tension's still in the air, but no one's making a move. We're out of turn order.
Ark's gonna sheath his blade and then look to this guard here who's attending to the Lord. How is he?
It doesn't seem like whatever he hit him with was poison. He's not dead. He'll be treated.
Ark's gonna go
I
over
could
to
just
Ark. Move down out of the way to give Zoran a chance to get at the Lord.
first he's going to check the body.
Yeah, Ark was also going to check the assassin's body.
Okay. You look through his belongings. Let me check what he actually has.
And you're doing that, I'm gonna have my boy head down into the room.
Okay.
Probably assist with the wounded. What was his rank again? He's a duke, isn't he? Or no, he's not a duke.
Lord.
Lord.
Oh,
Thank
Lord. He seems to be the young offspring of the house.
you. I'd like to cast healing word on him.
I don't know where you all come from, but you are lifesavers.
What kind of a big deal?
Really? Oh.
And I will cast Healing word, and that's what was that? D6? No, 1d4 plus 4. 7.
Okay. He seems to be completely rejuvenated.
Alright. We'll just put his hands up and walk backwards. Ooh, no, that's forwards. There you go.
Lindsay would like to loot everything.
Lindsay, you go across and you begin to looting. Let me actually roll me 4 investigation checks.
Investigation checks.
And as well as you, Ark, roll me investigation check on Ursta. 10, 7, 12.
Investigation.
I'll give the help action for investigating.
17. Okay.
But
You
Zoran
can
is
do it with
going.
that advantage.
Say
So
again.
go ahead and another roll. Roll another investigation, Arc.
Okay.
Rolling.
4.
17 stands.
We'll go with the Lindsays first. You obtain You obtain 2 maces and 1 other armor, Lindsay. Keep in mind, they did not come here with gold. They came here to kill. With Urstel, though. He has... Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to confirm one... Like, there's one particular object. I'm trying to wait for it to inform me if he fucking has it or not. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm so glad I remembered that you can put gifts on your attacks.
With that, he has upon him 25 gold. This is what he has on him. But you notice he does not have the stone arc.
Taking notes of everything here. 25 gold, 1 vial of horror essence, and an emblem token of Zentaran.
The last time we had dealt with him, he caused the fake object that disappeared out of my hand. Who said that? Who's to say he didn't do the same thing now?
I
Check all of the
believe the
items.
lady of the house has the stone. At least that's what he was implying before. Now.
It is at that point that door swing open next to you, Hannah, as a large orc steps out.
Jesus fucking.
You can guess it, about 9 foot. Kind of wearing that of a hardened, kind of like barbarian style markings, but the effectively leather and over satchels and such. It looks over at you, looks over at the guard, looks over at this guard, looks over at the strangers. The fuck is this mess? Huh. He's going to whistle twice and clap. And immediately this guard alerts and rushes over towards this area. This one does the same.
Zol will look back here in this.
He is going to grab you by the back of the cloak, Zoran, and try to toss you into the room.
I'll try to resist.
Okay. You have to beat a 20.
What?
Acrobatics, athletics, what is it?
Athletics. It is contested athletics.
It's not very likely.
You listen here, you son of a bitch. You don't get to come in here.
11. You are immediately tossed towards the bed.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
I'll stand back up.
Fuck's sake.
Aquarius kind of scratching at the door. Alright. So, who the fuck is this? I
Who are
don't,
they?
sir. He's looking towards the guard first. I don't know, sir. How about you get the Lord out of here? He's gonna take a side step. Actually, no, he's gonna open the door first. Look at the dragon. Get the fuck back, you fucking reptile.
Racist.
It growls. It's gonna contest athletics now again. Ooh, 11. Query has a good chance to actually intervene. Ooh, that's right, you're not proficient with athletics. 4. He picks up Aquaria by the scruff and begins to drag them.
Whoops. Whoops, there goes my keys.
Kind of sets them near, like next to the garden Hannah again. Keep your reptile on a leash.
I would just be busy tending to the goblin.
Oh, good. You decided not to run out. So, back to questions then. Who the fuck are you?
Just some strangers passing through.
Passing through.
Passing
On
through.
the villa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not how this works.
Just kind of looking at Soren, like, wait, what do we do?
May I make a check to see if I know who this individual is?
Okay. Roll me a history check as you're trying to identify this orc.
Let's see. 13?
13? The most that you can identify based upon the sigil and the same markings of the household is this is probably a head of the guard here. More than likely, if anything. This is the one who runs the shots upon the guardianship of this entire manor-like villa. This is a large plantation, one that is dedicated to housing entire house guards. This is a lord's home. And he is the protector of this home. And he's now looking at strangers in his home without, and as to why. He knows that you're not with Zentarum, you just killed them. But why the fuck are you here is the gauge of his face reaction towards you.
Zol will point to the dead assassin. This one blew up a building near our home. We were just getting revenge.
He also stole something that was destined for us. We came here to try and retrieve it.
So, what did he steal from you?
A
Looks at
stone.
Tyrus.
Tyrus, what was the item that you tried to take? That was taken from you?
I didn't get a chance to properly identify it, but that one had it. He's gonna point at the corpse. And shortly after he blew up the town's home, he fled here.
We attempted to give chase, but then this bastard struck me with a poisoned arrow. So I guess you could say, for me at least, it was also here partially for revenge.
We only just so happened to accidentally uncover a plot to kill the young lord here.
He gives a bit of a half smile. Alright. A fair assessment. This man's clearly crossed a lot of people in his time, and he did help my men. How's about we get you down somewhere comfortable, and we can all discuss this in a timely manner? What say you?
Of
I believe
course.
that sounds agreeable to me, good sir. May we know your name?
A brass.
Well,
that's
Matt.
how you. Oh, there we go.
Arbraz. Well met.
Pleasure.
May come Arcanis.
He gives you a nod. Right.
You can call me Goran.
Gotta discuss with the lady. God, would you mind showing them to the meeting rooms, I suppose? And the guard just kind of gives a bit of a nod, now having the Lord had been tended to by y'all. Right. By all means, everyone, let's make our way.
Following
Well,
you.
that happened.
Yeah, this is pretty much par for the course.
Make sure our guests are comfortable. Tend to what they need, but keep an eye.
And we'll do them the courtesy of casting prestidigitation on the bloodied corpses to kind of at least get rid of the blood.
Okay, that very nice gesture that is seemingly appreciated by the other guards, as everyone seems to be trying to make their way on out. And actually, the young lord seems to enter into this room as a guard stands post. This guard, I believe, at some point, Hannah, you were trying to tend to them, correct?
Yes.
All right. How?
I expended a salve and bandage. I'll at least hand it over to them if that happened or not.
He seemed at least a lot more at ease and a lot more recoverable than before. He still seems rather tired and a bit beat up, but ultimately, he is in a far better condition and no longer mortal.
As Art passes by, he's just going to say to Aquaria, keep Hannah safe.
Alright.
Stay by Hannah. Keep her safe.
This guard gets up as he gives a warm and smiling gesture towards you, Hannah. Thank you. I don't even know your name.
I know.
It's a bit of a weird, stupid name. Stefano.
Oh, Stefano's really nice. I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. Please, no. They asked you to move over to the, I believe,
Yeah.
By all means, please. Do enjoy your time.
Of course.
I can't say for how many servants we have left after this make, but we'll try to get it all sorted out soon.
So we'll look at the two guards over here and say, the assassin in there, the guards are probably going to be coming right here eventually. They're looking for that one.
I believe, actually, the leader called it in already. The town watch is
Ah.
already on their way here. We have a lot to do, and I'm sorry, but we do not have time to cover over a lot. Please move to the guest rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Ark will follow the lead.
I also
We
put
are
a
probably
hand
going
on
to take care of
Achilles'
it.
shoulder. At the very least, no one's trying to kill each other anymore. Hmm?
Achilles just kind of like looks over at this scenario and just kind of like gives a smile actually towards him. Does that mean we technically did a good job?
I think we technically just crushed this quest.
Hey!
Fist
Okay.
bump.
We're not out of the wood. Calm it down, you two. We're not out of the woods yet. Come
Party
on.
pooper.
Realist.
Ark is right. The guards are probably going to have our heads since we did technically disobey their orders to stay in the manor.
All conversations that can be had, maintained and discussed in the privacy of the guest room for you all.
Mhm.
In which case, if y'all are going to just follow suit without disruption,
Yep.
I will just drag out of the room then. As it was actually the room that you didn't go in, that was past the bird. Seems to be a rather decently tended to lounge area, effectively. As you all kind of rounded up and moved to there, and stated that Habraz is going to again reinstate, I'll leave one of the guards outside your chamber should you require or request anything. Just make sure you ask them. But
Thank you kindly.
of course, given the situation and the state of the household, I don't think it'd be a good idea to wander too much. So enjoy your time till we get everything settled up.
Understood.
Understood.
All right. Sound off. Who's in need of healing?
Ooh.
I got a few scratches and bruises. I'll live.
Lindsay?
Everyone's in tip-top shape.
So you take a few heavy hits. Are you okay?
Who are you talking to?
Lindsay.
Lindsay turns her head around to face you while still off, and she gestures with a head nod. But she still looks visibly worse for wear. At best, her attitude is inconvenienced.
We just So let's go like
Hannah?
what the hell that was all about anyways. Go ahead.
Hannah wants to immediately inspect the room.
Okay, let me get you a good description actually. My apologies. So looking upon and gathering at this room, it seems to be that of a remake parlor. It seems the fact that this is also still seems to have an essence of the same viscous liquid in small doses. So it seems that it might have been actually an area that Ursula was confined in at the time when he was potentially held working here. But shortly thereafter, overall, there's signs, of course, with the door being tampered with, some makeshift thrown about furniture that he made his escape from whatever is happening here. At the very least, from this room. Overall, though, there is still quite a bit of the finery here used for what was a lounge. It is furnished for comfort. It contains more dainty like chairs, chasse lounge, a wine cabinet, and framed painting of various long dead members of you could tell from the Greyhound family, based upon your perception check of what family this was before. However, it is very clear that there's still some essence of the fact that there's still small splatters of blood within the room. The corpses of whatever had remained in this room were dragged out, but no time to really clean anything just yet.
Corpses and blood. What kind of
corpses were
check would I have
dragged
to do
out.
to figure out like what kind of so the corpses were dragged out.
Yeah, the corpses were dragged out, but the blood still stains the room from what had ever happened here.
What had ever happened here? Is that something that I could try and insight to or investigate?
Run me an investigation, actually, to look through the room and to scour every instance you
Damn.
can. 1. You see Hannah looking very deeply at the carpet in pondering thought.
Ark, meanwhile, is going to.
this.
Ark, meanwhile, is going to draw out the vial of horrid essence. Found this on the bastard's body. No idea what it is, though. Or rather, would Ark know what it is?
Make me a medicine or arcana check.
Medicine or Arcana? Which one? They're both pretty much the same, so...
Damn, I got that
Arcana?
medicine 6, dude.
Damn it!
I mean...
Well, you know what? I'll take this out. I'll take the low roll now instead of when we were in combat.
So some people look at Hannah, like, in deep thought at the carpet, while, like, it seems that Ark is trying to, like, think about what the fuck this liquid is, and is very clearly getting it, trying to figure out what the fuck it is.
Hold this off the bastard's body. He'll hold the vial out. Be my guest. Just be careful.
Sorry, I don't like any of this.
Nor do I.
It's
Did
just
anyone else hear what he said earlier, though? I'm sorry, but I could have sworn he said the fact that he was trying to be blown up.
Slang?
No,
I doubt it.
Like,
No.
as in, he was peeved that he was caught in the crossfire. The blowing up was...
If I'd have to venture a guess, I would say the explosion that killed the one messenger was also intended as a double hit. To take that bastard out too, but he got wise and avoided it.
So, was it these people that... Oh.
I would like to detect magic on the room.
Go ahead
Looking...
Oh, go ahead. We'll go to Tyrus, then to you, Hannah. Tyrus, as you do detect magic, you see the magical essence of your friends. You see the vial and the liquid actually glows as well. But you also do, in fact, notice on part of the room, underneath the table, there's something glowing.
I'm going to walk over and investigate.
You pick up what apparently is this arrowhead that is laced with some type of magical liquid. Probably the same. But go ahead, Hannah.
Oh, good.
Zoran did a check on the vials, medicine check 7+1 for a total of 8.
I'm sorry, 8 does not seem to be enough to identify whatever this could be.
Hannah wants
Because
to take
Hannah's in a super investigative mode instantly anyways. Is it okay she also does a medicine check on the vial?
Go on ahead.
And it's okay and use the guidance.
Yeah. I mean, you know ahead of time that you're going to be investigating this.
14 plus
15?
1, medicine 16.
15 would...
I mean, 15.
Let me check the DC. 15's enough.
Oh my goodness.
Looking through it, you see what this liquid is. And you notice that through it's like ever moving, like it is constantly moving, shifting, even if it's held still. It's like a wave of like an ocean side, like the small cork bottle. And it's like almost a black, and it's very viscous and thick. It's like sludge, but when it moves, it's like a wave. And you looking at this could only be of a darkened-est nature. And then it recalls back to you that there are certain rituals and plants that are used in conjuration of even through medicine practices. However, what is the reverse of medicine would be the identification of particular deadly poisons. This liquid does not just seemingly try to poison the body, it attempts to inflict damage upon the soul of whatever it seems to seep deep into the bloodstream of.
I suppose Hannah would try to reiterate this information, like muttering it a little bit as she's looking at it. The way it's swirling, that's. It reminds me of a couple of different herbs or plants. Some things that you would not just do sort of herbal medicine with, but that kind of swirling would be used for like rituals or something. So not just these colors are poisonous, but it's something that would hurt more than just the body. It's not just a physical thing. What's it? A ritual sort to harm the soul or essence kind of thing? There's different words for it.
So you're
I don't know how to do that stuff myself, but
so
it
you're
seems
telling
like
me
that.
right now that I'm currently holding a vial of poison that not only affects the body but the soul of the target as well.
Well, yes, it's got that kind of undulation to it. I'd assume you'd. Well, there's some things you won't just use it for medicine. Some poisons you baste your weapons in, soak it. Blades, arrows. What? I mean, there's many ways. You do it with your poisons, I imagine, but this same thing. It's just.
I've dealt with poisons in the past, but this is beyond my scope. Ark's going to very carefully put that into his pack. Save that for now. If
I don't know
the
on the
guard...
magical side of things, of course, if it's like a glowing beacon, but it's definitely got the visible swirling to it. So it's already alarming.
If we make it out of this without getting in trouble with the guards, take it to the White Hat and see if one of them there could give us a bit more information.
Guys, I don't want to be that guy, but I think we're in a lot more dangerous situation than we think. We're in the belly of the same people who tried to, blow up the alley, and the guards are coming here.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
if
why I don't like it. I don't think we have much time. I think we're going to be getting arrested any moment now.
Unless the lady of the house puts in a good word for us.
Wait! The thing, y'all had a thing for this!
Yes.
Doc.
I would suggest we duck now. It's the doorknob.
Oh!
And we're not too far away, so it will accurately bring us right back to where we were. We haven't been gone for too long. The only downside is they know what we look like.
Exactly. So yes, we could, in theory, duck out of here. But no doubt
I may have had my head ducked down, tending to Stefano, but, I shared my name.
Yes, but Rabaz got a good look at myself and Zoran.
Yeah, and you're too pretty to be forgotten.
And Tyrus as well. So yes, we could duck back and try to feign innocence. But I feel that will just get us in more trouble.
The guards
I
will
duck
still
again.
The guards will still be at their home, but especially by the time they get back, and who knows how long they're going to stay there after. Couldn't we just hope for them to also act as sentries in the respect?
Not to mention, they only have eyewitnesses. So long as they have people to testify the fact that we were at the manor still, we should be set, right? They'd be one word against another.
If I were them, I wouldn't want any sort of knowledge about the activities here to get out whatsoever. So I don't imagine they would tell the actual city guard.
Alright, so let's make this simple then. Ark's going to point to two corners of the room. If anyone, those of you who want to stay here and face the music, over there. Those of you who want to use the doorknob and get the fuck out, over there.
It's also too late to see what else is around this place. Kind of want to. Nah, shit, we get caught if we try to loot this
Quickly
place
look,
now.
and I suggest
it's-
we loot and we go, all of us together. If any of us stay, who knows what they could try and get out of you, not judging your will.
Not to mention there is a guard outside the door. If we try to venture out, they would no doubt stop us. So if we're going to leave, we need to leave now. So again,
That's what I said.
Quite literally.
Also, if you didn't notice the scuffle, people have been held here and probably hurt. This isn't a meeting room. This is a... what's the polite word for it?
interrogation chamber.
It's a torture and interrogation chamber, so let's get out of here.
Zoran, please get the doorknob.
Alright. Gonna stand back up and walk over to
The
the
door
wall.
disappears
and...
afterwards, right?
Yes,
On this
it
side,
does.
yes. As soon as we step through.
And he'll put the doorknob against the door, thinking about the second floor of the manor.
Okay. And it is at that point that the door will open, revealing your manor.
Oh, is there a chair I can put in front of the door over there?
Is it a what?
She wants to jam
Which
the
way
door
does the
shut
door
with a
open? I want to
chair.
jam the door for the tiny chair.
Just to fuck with them.
You can.
Okay.
That
I'm-
door is now attempt to be jammed by a chair. Successful.
I'm just drawing a chair. Don't mind me.
Hey, Tanner.
Yeah.
In the time that it takes her to go and get set up, can I quickly cast Identify and figure out what this thing is?
On the liquid or?
The thing that I picked up.
The arrowhead.
Oh, go ahead.
I will cast on it.
You cast Identify, and it does seem to be a... Hold on.
Last thing I want to do is bring this thing home if it has a tracking charm on it.
No, that's fair.
Imagine being
Simply
chipped.
put, whoever you shoot has to make a technical wisdom save, and if they fail, the particular type of damage will be upheld.
Okay. Alright, well, so that's fun.
Right. Door is open. Let's go quickly.
And you all do indeed head back over to Troll Skull Manor. So, what room in particular did you draw it at?
It was in the study area.
Okay, so I'm gonna drive all over to the study then.
What's in this room in the hot minute?
Where the fuck is Art?
I'm in my room. Thank you.
It would have been used against that wall.
And as you move through, the moment you close the door, it returns to chalk, and it immediately evaporates into nothing.
I'm just going to quickly redraw that for later.
Well,
I don't think you're getting out this scot-free. I'm just going to tell you that now.
No, we're most certainly not. Especially once the City Watch speaks with the guardsmen. They're going to identify us pretty quick and have questions.
Then I'm going to go downstairs immediately and just relax, like I've always been there. And if that manor and folk know their cards right, they wouldn't utter a single thing about what they did.
Hopefully they're smart.
If we want, potentially, tomorrow, I could sneak in under the gods of invisibility to try to find a stone.
Someone should inform the office at the library as soon as possible about what happened and transpired there.
We should. Whenever we get free of house arrest. And if we don't get into more shit from the guards.
Not wrong.
I mean, some of the sneakier folk could actually go ahead and do that. We don't all have to go. And the sooner that the rest of our neighborhood is informed, the better prepared they can also be for those folk possibly barging through the street. Not just the town's guards.
We should essentially just stay here for the rest of the day, as guards will eventually be showing up to interrogate us, most likely.
Most likely.
So
That I
we
have
should
no
probably
doubt.
all get down.
Yeah, Hannah would be going downstairs.
Same.
So
Lindsay will be heading to her room. She's good turn.
And Tyler's gonna go to his room as well.
Okay. Would we like to continue session, or we want to end it off there for the night?
I'd like to end it off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good with ending.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Let's end it.
So, y'all level up.
Hey,
Let's go!
I can do so many drugs. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
hey,
look up
the-
what Ranger level 4 gets.
Yeah, I just now realized the character mancer is saying that it's down.
I think Roll20 might be having a little bit of a thing.
Under.
Ah.
Yeah.
Should we wait to do that until next session, or?
I think we should just wait to do it like at our own individual times that we feel like we can. But y'all are indeed leveled up.
Nice.
Sweet.
This here. Does we get anything here?
Can you remind us next session just so we don't forget?
Of course.
Thank you, homie.
I'm doing mine. Because I already know everything I'm doing for my level up.
Mm-hmm.
My initiative is now a +8. I'm still going to get like an 8 initiative.
I need to look up how to actually be a fucking alchemist because I haven't done a single alchemical thing outside of maybe filling my jug with water.
That's good enough. You're displacing oxygen with hydrogen.
Oh,
I hope I can do more medicine stuff eventually. Goodness.
it's we can make drugs together.
Hell yeah. There's 3 of us
Yeah.
in this household that can we can Breaking Bad it up in here.
Hell
don't know
yeah.
if we're running out loud.
2 of us with herbalism. One's a druid. And 2 druids.
Let me see
We
here.
can do so
At
many drugs.
4th level. Damn, I don't get another spell slot in my
So many
until level
drugs, so
5.
much alcohol.
Ooh.
Bro, I think my alchemist's flask can fill up with fucking wine, so there's that.
I have a
Don't tell.
morbid
Don't tell Hannah that.
question. Oh yeah, keep that away from Hannah. I have a question. You know the mushrooms that sprout off the corpses Hannah points at?
Hey, yo, we gonna smoke some fucking death shrooms, dog?
I
Can
believe.
the corpse mushrooms be harvested?
I technically yes and no.
Or do they
won't
wilt
really-
too fast? Like good berry vibes?
It's one of those things as to where like it would take time to cultivate a corpse into like it don't grow fast enough to be like harvestable yet. You'd have to still cultivate the body. It would take a long time. Possible, but it would take a while.
So she could turn like a little rat corpse into a little farm of mushrooms if she had the proper
kept-
environment.
If you kept the proper environment for it, yes.
Do it so I can make bottles of poison and we can just poison bomb people.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
At level
We'll find a rat corpse
at
on the
level
street somewhere.
4
Hell yeah.
At level 4, I have 3 spell slots, but I get 5 prepared spells instead of 4. So,
God.
does this mean I get to add an extra spell into my repertoire?
I'm not sure.
Let me look real quick at a ranger.
Other
That
Because that
fucking
little-
pop to the grave, dude. Pop to the grave.
that
Oh
level
my god.
Because at level 3, I was able to have 4 prepared spells, and I had Goodberry, Hunter's Mark, Ensnaring Strikes, and Speak with Animals. But now if we're going up to level 4, prepared spells goes to 5, but slots remain 3.
Ranger still has 3 spells now.
Yes, but I'm talking prepared spells, not spell slots.
You have 3 known spells. You're a known caster.
Okay, hang on.
I am gonna take off.
Okay.
Later,
Yeah.
you-
My boy, give me a big one right here.
Have a good one.
You too.
Later.
Good night, people.